Hello, everyone. It's Melissa here. This week, we're going to review exam test practice question number 288. Okay, so in this question, you run into your client, John, at a community event where he's with friends. John approaches you to say hello, and his friends seem curious about how you know each other. How do you handle this situation? Option A, greet John warmly, but avoid discussing the coaching relationship, allowing him to take the lead if he wishes to share. B, smile and introduce yourself to his friends as a coach, maintaining a professional demeanor while respecting John's privacy. C, engage in friendly small talk with John and his friends, subtly redirecting the conversation if they ask about your connection. D, acknowledge John politely, but refrain from mentioning coaching, waiting for him to disclose any details he's comfortable sharing. Or E, greet him professionally and let him take the lead, clarifying to his friends that you work together in a professional setting if prompted. Okay, so the coaching competency that is most relevant here is around confidentiality. So we want to be thinking about a coach's responsibility in handling public encounters with clients and how that connects to maintaining confidentiality and upholding ethical standards, respecting the client's boundaries. So the coach should be ensuring that the client's identity and the nature of the coaching relationship maintains confidential at all times. And this means the coach will not initiate acknowledgement or conversation with the client in public to avoid unintentionally exposing their coaching relationship. So the client should really be having control over whether and how they choose to acknowledge the coach in the public setting. If the client initiates interaction, the coach's responsibility is to respond appropriately while avoiding any mention of the coaching relationship unless the client explicitly references it. So the coach should be acting in a manner that reflects integrity and discretion, which aligns with ethical guidelines by the NBC-HWC. So this really means refraining from discussing that they are in a coaching relationship or anything about the coaching. So when we look at the response options here, we're going to see that option A says greet John warmly, but avoid discussing the coaching relationship, allowing him to take the lead. Okay, so there is adherence to confidentiality there and the client autonomy. In option B, there is an introduction as friends. So that's not being fully honest. Option C, we see subtly redirecting the conversation if they ask about the connection. So, while that can be helpful, it isn't as strong of an answer as A in this case. Option D acknowledges John politely but refrains from mentioning coaching, waiting for him to disclose any details he's comfortable sharing. Okay, so that is a little more clear that the coach is refraining from mentioning coaching as well as waiting for the client to disclose any details. And option E, greeting him professionally, letting him take the lead, clarifying to his friends that you work together in a professional setting. Well, there's some amount of disclosure. So that isn't always a great answer as well here. So let me look through the options. Option D is the one that's most aligned with clearly upholding confidentiality. The coach shows they're aware of refraining from mentioning coaching altogether, and it also shows that it is up to the client to disclose any details of how they're connected. So if you're looking for more practice questions, I have many options for you. We have a current cohort where you can join a live study group where we review the core competencies in a way of directly applying them to questions just like this. If you prefer to go at your own pace, there is also a self-paced course where you can start at any time and navigate through at your own pace with many videos, reviewing questions just like this one. And we have 4 practice tests to give you a timed simulation to get ready for the exam. If you want more, you can also gain early access to practice questions like this one by subscribing to the YouTube channel or visit my website. I'll link it below if you're looking for course or practice test options.